Hello, vinyl community. This is Randy back today with another video. Check it out. I got a new shirt. Grateful Dead. Got this cool Grateful Dead shirt. In celebration of that shirt, I am going to do a video listing my favorite Grateful Dead songs. Wow, that's a huge undertaking. I mean, I think they were playing like towards the end of their career. I think they had like about 150 to 200 songs in there. And when they went on tour, that they were going to choose from playing to play each night. So yeah, they've got a lot of songs. I've been thinking about doing this for a while, but it really did just seem so overwhelming. But anyway, today I've decided to go ahead and take a stab at it. And what I have done is, I mean, there's really just so much, but I've broken it down into categories. So what I am going to do is list my 3 favorite jam songs. So those will be songs that are like the longer songs that stretch out for 15 to 20 minutes, where mostly Jerry gets to improvise a lot on guitar. Other people do too. So the jam songs will be one category. The second category will be the Bob songs sung by Bob Weir. And the third category will be Jerry songs sung by Jerry. Obviously, there's some overlap in all these. I mean, the jam songs are mostly sung by one or the other of those two people. And the ones I've classified as Bob songs or Jerry songs, I mean, maybe those could be jam songs too. So take a song like, for instance, Sugary. No, that's probably not a good one. That's clearly a Jerry song. But there's some songs that can stretch out, that maybe become jam songs when they weren't before. I'll tell you, I've been listening to this 1976 box set recently, and this 1976 box set, this is from when they went on tour in June of 1976, and it's really been great to refresh my memory on these shows, and it's just eye-opening for some of the songs that really have some fantastic improvisation in them. I was trying to think of an example, but of course I'm going blank right now. So anyway, so there's going to be 3 categories there. And, obviously that's leaving out some other people. That's leaving out Ron McKernan, Pigpen entirely. He could have been included. Caution and Alligator are both jam songs. I've classified those as jam songs. They just didn't quite make my top 3. They probably could have just about as easily, because Caution, fantastic. Alligator. Let's see, I've left out Phil Lesh pretty much. There's 2 or 3 songs that he sang, but I'm not really going to try to rank those. Unbroken Chain, Box of Rain. Donna Jean had a couple songs that she sang. I mean, there was even one actually that Keith Godshaw sang. But I think these are the 3 main categories. The jam type songs, Bob songs, and the Jerry songs. There's a few that another category I guess that's kind of left out is ones where both of them, even the whole band. Uncle John's Band. I've not chosen that for any of my categories here, because even though Uncle John's Band's certainly one of the best Grateful Dead songs, it's kind of sung by the whole band. It's all harmony. Even though I think people would mostly think of that as a Jerry song, really. But Jackstraw would be another one. That was first verse sung by Jerry, then Bob sang the second verse, until later in their career when Jerry stopped singing the first verse and it was just Bob singing. So anyway, I'm going to try and rank these, and it's interesting because I know that among Grateful Dead fans, I mean, they wouldn't just, I'm a Grateful Dead fan, but I mean really true hardcore Deadheads. I mean, they wouldn't just be picking their top songs, they'd be picking their top 3 versions of Dark Star. Actually, they would probably be picking their top 3 versions of Dark Star from 1970, their top 3 from 1971, and so forth. Then they'd move on to Estimated Prophet or something. So I don't have that type of in-depth knowledge for these, so I'm just going to pick what my favorite songs are. But I'm going to show an example that I have on vinyl of each one, which are good ones. I mean, it could be the best one. And I think I'm going to try to put down there in the description a link to some good versions of each one of these songs, so you can hear the whole song very easily just clicking on those links. I want to tell you, there's a fantastic channel called Wall of Sound. Wall of Sound. The whole channel is Grateful Dead shows posted in their entirety in very high quality. So I guess the main thing I would say about that is there really is no reason for anybody to spend $1 on Grateful Dead music. It's all out there on the internet in high quality audio. Anyway, I get started here. So my first category is going to be Bob songs. Songs that Bob sang. Bob Weir, the rhythm guitarist. So, the first one I'm going to choose is from May 8th, 1977 at Cornell. Very famous show. And the one I'm choosing from this is Estimated Profit. Estimated Profit, probably, I think that is my favorite Bob Weir song. Estimated Profit, a cool song with sort of an odd time signature about well, it's hard to say, really, but sort of it almost seems like in today's, it'd be like a homeless person or a street person or some sort of a person maybe facing some mental problems, and he's I guess in California, my time coming any day. That's what he says. My time's coming any day. Don't worry about me. Well, that's a fantastic song. And it kind of turns into a jam song. I mean, it can be 8 or 10 minutes long. It's 8 minutes and 45 seconds long here, but I'm counting that as a Bob song. My friend Rob in Boston, I'm pretty sure that's his favorite Grateful Dead song. It's a great choice. My next Bob song is going to be from January 22nd, 1978 in Eugene, Oregon. What I've picked from here is The Music Never Stopped. The Music Never Stopped. Fantastic song. There's basically a song about the Grateful Dead. They're a band beyond description, like Jehovah's Favorite Choir. I really like that artwork on the front of that too. This was in the summer of, the winter of 1978, and Close Encounters of the Third Kind had come out, I guess within the past year or two or somewhat recently. There's a part in here where they're jamming where Jerry plays the Close Encounters theme. Very cool. My last Bob song is Weather Report Suite. This is a show from Portland, Oregon on May 19th, 1974. Weather Report Suite is a song that has 3 sections. Has the prelude, which is this cool sort of an instrumental part with Bob doing the guitar part. It really sounds good. Then there's part 1, then there's part 2, Let It Grow. So a long suite of songs by Bob Weir, Weather Report Suite. Both Bob and Jerry had co-writers for most of their songs, I think, and John Perry Barlow was the main co-writer with Bob Weir. He co-wrote this song. Portland Memorial Coliseum, 5/1974. All right, now we're moving on to Jerry songs. My first Jerry song is going to be from Boston Garden. The date on this one is May 7th, 1977, so just the day before that Cornell show. And the song I'm picking from here, be sure I'm choosing the right one because these are, Terrapin Station. Could be another one that I'm choosing on this one, I'm not sure. But Terrapin Station is the one I'm choosing here. There's just so many Jerry songs I could have chosen. Some of the others that I could see, New Speedway Boogie, fantastic. Robert Hunter would be the lyricist that worked with Jerry Garcia for the most part. New Speedway Boogie is a song they wrote shortly after Altamont Speedway debacle, and just has really some of the best words of any of their songs. Road Jimmy could be my, I always say it's my favorite Grateful Dead song. I love Road Jimmy, it's fantastic. Really slow song, really sort of a plodding song. It's really just fantastic overall. Sugary, I thought about picking Sugary, another song that can stretch out to be really long, but I didn't. So Terrapin Station, though, is a song, the title cut from their album from 1977, and it is an album side long. So it's a suite of songs also. I saw him play this live several times. It's always just absolutely fantastic. My next Jerry song is, I think that it is Wharf Rat. Wharf Rat is a Jerry Garcia, Robert Hunter song. Really one of my favorite songs. Just has a fantastic story in it, and the way it's written is just really cool. It starts out with a guy singing in first person. He goes downtown, nothing to do but just to hang around, and he meets, this a street person, I guess, a wharf rat. Then the wharf rat takes over the narration and tells his story. After he tells his story, the original narrator takes back over and is sort of reflecting on his own life, which is eerily reminiscent of the wharf rat's life. So it's such a great song. It has some great names in it too, like I've got a girl named Bonnie Lee. I know that girl's been true to me. And August West. August West is the wharf rat, so it's sort of a classic name, I guess. My last Jerry song is going to be China Doll. China Doll is a short, usually not more than 4 or 5 minutes. There's not really a lot of jamming. It's mostly just a song. It's a really interesting song. I've taken it from this show at Giant Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey on June 17th of 91. So this is after Vince Welnick had joined the band. This also features Bruce Hornsby playing piano. Cool cover on this one. So yeah, China Doll is a fantastic song, really intense song with some words that are, I don't really know what they mean, but what happens in that song, but you say, pick up your China doll, it's only fractured, just a little nervous from the fall. Wow, insane. So here's really the ones that are my favorite. These are the ones I listen to. Like when I get all these Dave's picks and everything, I usually listen to those all the way through, a time or two, but then after that, when I come back to them, a lot of times I'll just sort of focus on the main jam part. Each, show, you will really have one of these jam type songs that I've listed or am about to list here, but actually just reviewing this box from 1976, I realized, you need to listen to the whole show because there's good stuff just all the way through. But anyway, my first jam song is Playing in the Band. Playing in the Band. This is a song that was first presented on the album Grateful Dead, and I think it was only about 4 or 5 minutes long, but it quickly expanded, so it became one of their best jam songs. In like 73 and 74, they were playing it for 30 and 35 minutes. This is a 35-minute version. This is Playing in the Band on both sides. And there's really no drum solo either. It's all jamming. It gets really spacey. It really gets deep space on this one. So fantastic album. This is also from 74 up there in Seattle, Washington, May 21st from 1974. My next jam song is going to be the other one. If I were going to recommend just one single Grateful Dead entire show to you, this would be it. Dick's Picks Volume 8, May 2nd, 1970 at Harper College in Binghamton, New York. I think it's the State University of New York College now. This whole thing is just fantastic from beginning to end. But this has all of the other one on it. So this actually has, That's It for the Other One. That's It for the Other One is the other one with Cryptical Envelopment at the first, tacked at the beginning, Jerry's song, Cryptical Envelopment. This has the other one. Everything about this whole show, though, is just fantastic. I was really glad to have that one. And the very last one I'm going to choose is Dark Star. Choosing just one Dark Star, I mean, is really impossible, but one that a lot of deadheads, I think, would pick is 8/27/72, Veneta, Oregon. This was documented on a DVD or Blu-ray. It was an outdoor show. It was a benefit for the Kankakee Creamery. It's one of their most legendary shows. It was amazingly hot and just an incredible version of Dark Star on this one. So Dark Star is a song they first started playing, I think, in 1968. You know, another one of those that started out being only 5 or 6 minutes long, but it quickly expanded so that, well, it was probably 15 to 20 minutes long for the most part in 69, and Swims got to be up there to 25 or 30 minutes in 72 and 73. Another one that really got into deep space. So I would say with all these three jam songs I just listed, Dark Star, the other one I'm playing in the band, I mean, when they get into a really deep space part, if you just come in there, I mean, I think a lot of times you wouldn't really know which one necessarily you're hearing, but then they always come back to the theme. So yeah, a couple other jam songs that I thought about: Caution and Alligator, Viola Lee Blues, which is on the very first album. Fantastic song. And also on Bear's Choice, History of the Grateful Dead, Volume 1, they do a version of Smokestack Lightning, which I think takes up the whole side. That's just fantastic. So, but didn't make my cut. Didn't make the cut there. So that's it. I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna try to put in the description down there some links to some videos on the Wall of Sound channel, because he just has so many great videos on there. And I'm interested to know what anybody thinks about these. What are your favorite Grateful Dead songs? And I guess that's it. I hope everybody's having a great weekend. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Hope everybody's having a great weekend. Thanks for watching.